hopefully we will reach 50,000 by the time I get back from my date night with my girlfriend. That's all I ask. Just hit that subscribe button. Just do it. God damn it. It is a full evening, no doubt. And that, of course, means that I will be dizzy and tired for the radio show tomorrow, which is, when I'm at my best, quite frankly. That's my personal belief. We're so close. We are. We're less than 100 away. It's come on now. Less than 100 subscribers away from 50K. Come on. I think we could do it by the end of this show. I think so. If you guys share the show out, maybe that'll help. Maybe that, no pressure. It's not on you. It's on me. It's my show. You're not responsible for me growing this thing. I've been at it. Oh, thanks. You're digging the, yeah. It's a little dry right now, but I'll be all right. 49.993. Now 00093. Absolutely. So close. So close and yet so far. Okay, so obviously the big news right now is where will Tucker go? I think I found him a home. I don't even know why we're even looking anymore. Mike Pillow has an open invitation to Dan Bongino and Tucker Carlson to join Frank's speech. They can do their own Flowers in the Attic broadcast like Mike Pillow. God damn it. Why won't you... The quality of this fucking scroll amount on his channel, it's like all or nothing, you big jerk. Okay, I'll move it up like that. Who doesn't want to do a show with a constant slippers and blankets ad going on under their gullet? This is his big sales pitch. I think we should at least hear him out. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Hal, there's no way. No, I'm just saying, give the man a chance. He's got money. Well, he has $5 million less than he did a week ago, but he's got something. Come on, let's give it a shot. And if you and I, if we decide that it's worth Tucker or Bongino hearing it, we'll pass it on. Okay, we'll help. We're just gonna chip in and do our bit, to like help them land and feather a new nest. Okay, here we go. This is Mike Pillow, son of a bitch. Mike Pillow inviting Bongino and Tucker. I have not watched this. God help us all. Also, Trump is having an interview with Steve Bannon, and it seems to be semi-live. Where is that? Yeah, this business.
Would have never done it. I said to the president of Mexico, who I really like, I have to tell you, he's great. He wouldn't, I don't think to this day he's even acknowledged. He said that election was a rigged election. He said,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, same shit. Whatever. Anyways, back to Earth One, where even our crazies are saner than that dickhead. Okay, here we go.
Now I want to tell you, everybody, now we're going to tie it back to Fox News.
Oh, thank God.
What they did last week, what did they all do, everybody? And by the way,
what they do?
You terrible journalists that are all watching the show, take note of this, too. You've all been...
Okay, first of all, fucko, don't call me a terrible journalist and then tell me to take notes. Terrible journalists don't take notes, okay? We got it all up here. I don't know. Who gives a shit if the facts get all mixed up? I'm a terrible journalist. I don't have to take notes, asshole.
Texting me, what do you think of this? What do you think of Tucker? What do you...
No, why would the terrible ones... Oh, I see. Yeah, that is a sign of a terrible journalist if they actually ask Mike Pillow for his opinion on Tucker Carlson. You're right. I got to agree with you this time, Mike Pillow. You got to be a complete asshole to want your opinion on that. It's true. All right. Fair's fair.
I think of Dominion.
Mike is having a broken clock moment.
What do you think of this? Well, here's what I think.
If he does it all.
They're all tied together.
Okay, it's all one big schemey scam. It's a scheme scam.
Dominion makes a dirty backdoor deal with Dominion.
Ooh. Now I like the sound of it.
And by the way, our Fox News makes a backdoor deal with Dominion. And Fox News...
Yeah, it wasn't a backdoor deal. They paid $787 million right out the front door, man.
By the way, we have subpoenaed them for tapes they have with Dennis Montgomery. And Brandon, we've had one here at Frank's speech with Sean Hannity and Sarah Carter, and I don't know what was the other guy's name.
That was Sarah Carter and John Solomon.
John Solomon and Sean Hannity, they talked about Dennis Montgomery. They interviewed him and everything. And
it was magical. Yeah, so you have the tapes. It was spectacular. Who gives a shit?
Talked about Hammer scorecard, talked about all this data, but yet when we subpoenaed Fox, they have not given us any of that info. Now, no, so Fox makes this deal on a...
What? You have a tape of them interviewing Sean Hannity or Sean Hannity interviewing these other people, and Fox won't give you the recording that you have? Fuck me, I don't know.
Monday or Tuesday, whatever it was.
Whenever it was, with whoever it was, or wherever it was, and whoever has it, nobody knows.
Tuesday, I guess.
You just guess. That's a good idea. You know what I mean? And as one terrible journalist to another, I would say just ballpark it. Fuck it.
Last Tuesday.
That's right.
And then the next day, they come out. We've been waiting for these arbitrators to rule. Hey, Ziedman, you don't even know how to open the file. Get away from here. What are you trying to do?
Is that what the arbitrator says? Get away from here. What are you trying to do? Were you in the arbitrator's kitchen while they were trying to prepare a meal?
Steal $5 million. And
the guy who he lost $5 million to because he yeah, that's got to sting.
That comes out with this horrible ruling.
Well, the ruling isn't really the problem, is it? It's that guy refuted your bullshit. You said you'd pay somebody $5 million. They refuted your bullshit. I refuted your bullshit. And then you were like, it has to be a computer expert. And I was like, I'm named after one. And you're like, that's not enough. And I was like, fuck.
Then Tucker gets fired on Friday.
Coincidence? I think not.
And they let Dan Bongino go in on earlier in the...
It's pronounced Bongholio.
Earlier this week, right?
They let him go, Dan Bongino, last week. Yep.
That was nice of them. Thanks. I don't know how did they let him go? How could they just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace. When I stand here, Bongie, holding on with you.
Last week.
Yeah. So all
whenever
these things happen, they're all tied together, everybody.
Yes, I know. I talked to my astrologist. He explained the whole thing. It's in my terrible journalistic column.
They don't want you to hear the truth.
Well, then why aren't they keeping those people there and paying them to shut up? Because now that they don't work at the network, they could pretty much go anywhere and say whatever the fuck they want about these topics. How are people silenced by no longer having access to someone else's microphone?
Fox News will not, they did not want to put out anything.
And somebody in the chat room is saying Uranus has a moon rising. Excuse me. Of course it does.
Let's just say they're afraid of getting sued. Well,
they're afraid of getting sued. Everybody join in. They're afraid of getting sued. Let's just say it. Okay.
Now that they've already gotten, they've given them the most bizarre settlement ever for defamation, which is a joke. That they didn't defame anything, and I mean it wasn't even worth that. I mean, whatever's going on there is so bad. They just didn't want the word to get out of what you look at what Tucker and them they can't say on those networks. And by the
well, they can't lie and defame people, or it will cost them another near $1 billion. Dumb fuck. Honest to God, it's almost sad that at some point My Pillow is going to be in some sort of like bankruptcy sale because this asshole does not get that you cannot just lie and shit on people like this. Pretend, and you can, what the funny thing is, you can do it all you want as long as you don't put on some sort of giant cyberama and start a network shitting on them 24/7 where you claim to have evidence all the time and present bullshit as evidence and keep hammering it and then paying for other people to say the same shit. You can be a dickhead on a street corner yelling this bullshit, but you cannot finance all of this stuff. That's why he's in trouble. And it's going to cost all the employees of My Pillow their jobs.
Brandon, I've reached out to both of them. I text them both. both Dan Bongino and Tucker, and said, "Hey, you're welcome over here at Lindell TV and Frank's Speech."
Oh boy, I bet they were super relieved, bro. Honestly, I think both of them just has a big sigh of relief. Just, honey, it's okay. Undo the noose. Shut the oven. Turn the gas off. We've got a new home at Mike Pillow Television.
We would love to have them here.
In this weird empty house where you murdered the real estate agent and you've just been living in it without any furniture, waiting for someone to discover that it's not yours. Honest to God, where the fuck is this? What is happening? Why is he sitting basically at the front door of his house? Does he just refuse to do a broadcast unless his fucking neighbors have to hear it too?
As part of our team. Remember, everybody, we've got right around 4 million people that have tuned in here at different times, and are
at different times. Yes. Yes, you've paid to have 4 million views. Dude, my show's been on for 2 years. I have 10 million plus watch hours. Bring it, fuckhead. Bring it.
database.
Nobody cares. And I'm certainly not going to do my fucking show on my stoop where my neighbors have to hear it. I only do the show for lovely people who are interested, you cretin.
And we would love for them to bring a huge audience with them.
Sure. Why? Yeah. Well, of course you would.
So
because your piddlywink little audience isn't pulling its weight? Ouch. Why would you insult your audience like that? My audience is, is arguably smaller than Mike Pillow's, and I love every one of you, even the trolls, and you guys know that.
We can keep bringing you the evidence that have been sitting here on Frank's speech.
That it happened to him.
Oh shit, that's it. We can bring the evidence that's been sitting here, and that's that.